Let's catch up with more market reaction. Tig Enright is here, and Tig, take us through it.
Yeah, there's a lot to get through, Matthew. Thank you very much. The market's reaction to Donald Trump's victory has been pretty dramatic. Even though many traders had expected this win, it could have far-reaching consequences for the global economy. Let's have a look at the numbers on the markets. The victory sent stocks soaring on Wall Street, with the Dow, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq all seeing very significant gains. In fact, the S&P 500 has hit a record high. Banking stocks in particular have been rising, and Elon Musk's Tesla is one of the biggest gainers, with its shares up by more than 14%. Bitcoin was also a big winner. It passed the $75,000 mark for the first time ever. Here in Europe, a bit of a different story. The main indices did start the day in positive territory, but they gave up those gains as the trading day drew to a close, mainly down to fears that the Trump administration will raise tariffs on imports into the United States. Germany's car makers suffering in particular. That's reflected there in the DAX there, down by 0.2%. And the US dollar has had its biggest one-day jump in 8 years as investors pile back into the greenback. That's the latest values for the dollar there. Well, let's bring in Ritika Gupta, our North America business correspondent, who's on Wall Street for us. Ritika, let's talk about the dollar first of all. Join the dots for us. What links a Trump win with a stronger dollar?
Yes, Ty, the dollar seeing significant strength after Donald Trump's victory. And a lot of that is really about the trade protectionist measures that he wants to put in place, particularly on higher tariffs. So we're seeing the US dollar gaining against currencies like the British pound, and also particularly against the Mexican peso, which is really leading the losses. Again, they are particularly exposed to any potential tariffs. But there's also a concern about inflation as well. Economists have warned that many of Trump's policies could be reflationary, and if that leads the Federal Reserve to change course and lift interest rates later next year, I mean, that could provide the dollar some more strength, Tig.
Yeah, thank you very much. We should also say those climbs in the stock market most likely down to Trump's plan to cut corporate taxes, which of course will boost many companies' bottom lines. But as Ritika was saying there, trade relationships will be high on the agenda under Donald Trump's leadership, with protecting American goods one of his main election promises. He's already vowed to escalate the US trade war with China by ramping up tariffs on Chinese imports to more than 60% and ending China's most favoured nation trading status. Trump's also said he wants to impose a 10% tariff on all non-US made goods, which could affect many big exporters to the US, such as Taiwan and Germany.